you know, I think we all have, as players have confidence in ourselves, but we also second guess or we all have doubts. I think all human beings do at times, and um, when you don't get a whole lot of interest through a free agency period, and then you're sitting at the three spot every single day of training camp, through the season. It's definitely a mental battle, but I think the way to win that battle is just to work every day and try to get the most out of, be faithful with the reps you've been given. I think when you understand we got a great defense that creates a lot of turnovers and rushes the passer and creates a lot of splash on their end. I think it's just something you got to balance each week. What do they do on defense? When are we going to be able to get our shots? And then where are my checkdowns? And I think just it all falls underneath the you're reviewing each week. Do you know where to go with the ball in case number one's not there? And limited amount of opportunities I get, I'm trying to be on top of that, kind of that plan B.
Listening to Mason Rudolph talk about all that time he spent as third string quarterback, and obviously before that even second string, he's never really been QB1. Even when Ben was out and he played those 10 games in a row, he still was just the backup quarterback. And it seems like he's always been seen as that, like I've said. But Mason Rudolph has come a long way, and I still have to wonder why this wasn't acknowledged or noticed. I mean, we say that he has lots of confidence, we hear. But come on. Someone had to have noticed this over the course of all of that time. If he would have started earlier in the season, would things be different? Well, I guess we won't ever know now. And going forward, if he continues to play the way he's played, he's going to get offers from other teams. And the question is, would he stay here even if he did get an offer after being seen as a second and third string quarterback all of this time? It definitely raises a lot of questions. But right now the focus is Buffalo going into that game. And Mason Rudolph did say some really encouraging things. He says you can't huck the ball over and over again in inclement weather conditions. It's those calculated risks that are one of the things that make him a very good quarterback. It's that and his patience in the pocket. He waits until the last second to throw that ball. Now, the run game, of course, again, is probably going to play a huge role in Buffalo, especially if the weather is difficult. And their defense is not the best at handling a really good run game. Now, of course, Josh Allen is a good runner himself, so he's going to be taking off with that ball just like we saw last week when I'm sure many of you were watching that game. So it's going to be a challenging game, but I have a lot of confidence in this team. TJ Watt may not be in this game, but that depth has grown, and those guys are professionals, and they can do a lot of good things. Of course, TJ Watt is many levels above with his experience and what he has achieved. But these guys are going to want to prove themselves, and they're going to work hard, and I have a lot of faith in them. I believe that they will. And I know that the Pittsburgh Steelers are looked at as an underdog. Hey, that's great. That's great. I think a lot of people are going to be surprised this upcoming Sunday with this Pittsburgh Steelers team because they have really changed things up. These last 3 games have been really solid, consistent performances. And even with inclement weather conditions, okay, that one fumble, you know what? It's wet, it's cold, it's just pouring rain. Come on. You can expect things like that to occur. Now, they might be faced with similar conditions in Buffalo. At least they'll be prepared for it. And, today they did practice at Acrisure Stadium outside in the elements. And that's a good thing. That's a great way to prepare as opposed to being indoors because their field conditions, from what I heard, were not ideal. So there you go. A lot of good preparation. We're really looking forward to the way this week unfolds. And anything else that we learn along the way, we're going to share it with you. And remember, if you haven't already, 90% or more of our viewers are not subscribed to the channel. If you can just hit that subscribe button, it really helps us out a lot. It means a lot to us. And if you want notifications, hit that bell. Thanks for watching.